and look to see if that stuff is still relevant. So you want to clean out, again, this is my opinion, you want to clean those things out. You definitely want to weigh, if you got 150 likes on something, you might have to stick with it because that's a good amount of likes, and you don't necessarily want to, lose those from deleting the post. But again, it's cleaning it and making sure that you're presenting your absolute best page to potential subscribers and current subscribers, in my opinion, is more important than any small amount of likes that you might lose. Okay, so also do not forget about your stories. Post those consistently. No matter how much I want to believe people don't watch stories, when I started with Twitter and fleets, I thought, okay, well, fleets were a big giant waste of time and this was silly, and I just would continue to post. And then I started using fleets on Twitter, and you're sitting there looking at getting 1,000 impressions, on an image you post up. It's amazing. You're like, wow, okay, so it's worth my time because now I'm reaching 1,000 people directly with my message, with whatever message I decided to pop up that day. That's crazy, and that's a crazy amount of engagement that you're getting. So you take this to OnlyFans, you definitely want to make sure that you're posting every single day on your stories. It's like, even if you're posting a similar concept, post it. You know what I mean? Like, re-edit it and post it again. Post it with new colors. Post it with, something, that will make it at least, a little bit different. But, getting that engagement for those people who are just looking at stories is important. So I would definitely utilize stories on the OnlyFans page. Okay, so after you feel you have a lot of content on the page, I would definitely just switch to highest quality content production after that. So as I mentioned, once you are able to tell a potential subscriber, I have 100 plus pictures and 100 plus videos, what is the big, huge difference between 120 or 100? They're not going to go, oh my gosh, 120 as opposed to 100. So from a certain point of your production, I would just concentrate on high quality content, the highest quality of pictures and videos that you can produce. Because again, every single time you're putting this content up on your OnlyFans page, that's what people are seeing first when they go on the pictures and they go on the videos, that new content. So if you're producing enough so that people will feel like, oh, okay, I'm getting a good deal by subscribing to this person's page as opposed to someone who only has 4 posts, makes perfect sense. But, it's diminishing returns at a point of just continuing to churn out as much content as possible instead of quality content. So definitely at a point, I would switch to quality content, quality over quantity, because as I mentioned, you're going to kind of get diminishing returns from that. And you want a page that you want people to subscribe to. All right. So another point is, don't post other people's ads on your page. No one wants this. If you're on a free page and you're trying to sell someone on your OnlyFans, it sounds really nice that you would share another person's ad and they share your ad, and now both of you are getting, exposure. But honestly, at a point, it's another diminishing return concept. It's like, basically, it just feels like you don't believe enough in your own content, or you're scrolling down and you're just seeing constant ads and you're like, this is what I probably will expect from this creator in the future if I subscribe, then I'm going to be looking at ads instead of them. Like, I just want them to sell me on them, not them sell me on other creators. Again, very nice and helpful of you to be part of the community, to help people. Do that on your social channels. Share other creators on your social channels. On your OnlyFans itself, make sure that it's about you. Make sure that it's not just a whole bunch of ads, which is basically what this boils down to for other creators. A person has taken the time to come to your OnlyFans page to see you. All you can do with that kind of material is chase them away. Worse even is that they came to see you and now they're going over to someone else's OnlyFans page. Like, why would you want that to happen? So I just think it's not the world's best idea for optimization to have these ads from other creators on your actual OnlyFans page. If you create an OnlyFans page that's just intended to be free and just intended to promote other creators because you've become so popular that you can do that, great. That's wonderful. That's a great way of giving back. But if you're barely established and you're getting some people to your page, that's the last thing that they want to see. Okay. Also, you want to post short videos on your page that get to the point. So if someone is coming onto your page either through a free trial or you have a free page and they click on the video and the video is very long and the intent is, I guess, just to tease them about other things or possibly buying your PPV, something like that. Again, people have very short attention spans. If you're trying to sell them with a free trial or with a free page, go ahead and just spend 10 seconds, 5-second video and get to the point of what you're trying to get to. If you're trying to tease them, then tease them in 5-10 seconds. If you're trying to give them, a show, give them that show in 5-10 seconds. People will move on, or they'll click on several ones. They'll give it 5-10 seconds and go, where'd this go? And hope that the next one is exactly the kind of video that they want to see. So I would just post short videos that get to the point of what you're trying to do as opposed to long videos, because again, you're trying to sell people, on the concept of your OnlyFans page. And even your current subscribers, they might want longer videos, but again, I would suggest most of those should go to PPV to begin with. So if you have a video that's more than 30 seconds, I would charge for that. But I would use the video content on OnlyFans, either on your paid page or free page, to, get to the point as quickly as possible. Okay. And then also I would, as I mentioned a little earlier, briefly, I would recycle your best pictures to the top of your page. So again, because of the way that OnlyFans works, when someone clicks on the pictures, they're going to see the latest pictures. So I would recycle some of those pictures. Like I said, you might want to add a new flair to the picture. You might want to, make it a little bit different than it was, crop it a little different, double up maybe, with two of your most, popular pictures. But I would consistently just recycle the best pictures so that when people come onto the page, they're seeing your absolute best stuff. Okay. And then I would also market with your display name. So we started with a display name. It does not, again, affect you in any way to change what's written in your display name. If you have PPV for sale, if you're currently doing a sale on your OnlyFans, if you just established a free page, just whatever, this is space for you to mention this, to market that concept. I don't think it's going to put too many people off. Again, if you make it very spammy, it could. If you've got like 600 emojis and, it's just always just seems like you're doing that. But letting people know what your marketing message is through your display name is really not a bad idea. It's something that, people have been utilizing, but just utilize it in a very smart way. Utilize it in a respectful way. Like if you were just, again, put yourself in the shoes of the potential subscriber. If you were looking at this, how would it look to you? Would it look spammy? Would it look, like, why is this in this display name? But it doesn't mean that you can't, let people know about what's going on with you. All right, so I also feel that your custom content should be posted on a schedule, not randomly. So definitely want to let people know. I mean, it doesn't matter if you just always, there's all these terms, obviously, like Thirsty Thursday, like I'm just going to use that as an example. Every Thirsty Thursday, I post PPV. That's going to put into your subscriber's head, your fans' head, that on Thirsty Thursday, you post PPV. Like, it's not just going to be like this random drop in your account every random day. And you're like, okay, no one knows, because no one knows. And I'm going to use Sarah again as an example. No one knows that Sarah is posting PPV on Tuesday at 9 p.m. But if you say Thirsty Thursday, every day, every Thirsty Thursday, 7 p.m., I'm going to drop PPV, boom, people will know, people will remember. You can even use that in your advertising. You can say on your display, in your social media, across the board, Thirsty Thursday, Sarah posts PPV, exclusive, and then it's not also, because we've gone over before, like people could find defense to the fact that they've subscribed and now you're pushing PPV all the time at them. That's not what you're doing. In this regard, you're saying, yes, to respect all my subscribers, but I'm doing even more on this day, and this is the day that I'm going to do it. And again, just follow through. Make sure that if you establish that Thirsty Thursday is that day that you're going to post your pay-per-view content, that happens. And I mean, you could pick a day of the month as well. The 13th, anything, as long as you can drill into your subscribers' minds and your fans' minds that this is when they're going to get that extra opportunity to see more. They're going to remember that. It's like back in the day before all this wonderful Hulu and Netflix, Thursday was the night for television. If you were not watching television on Thursday night when Friends and Seinfeld and a bunch of other shows were on NBC, then you were actually a bit of a loser, which is kind of ironic. If you weren't sitting in front of a television, you were kind of a loser. But it drilled into people's minds, and so people didn't go out on Thursdays. You didn't ask people out on Thursdays. You knew people would be sitting at home watching what was on NBC because that was what you were doing. It drilled into your mind because it was Thursday. It wasn't like, I wonder when that's going to be. I wonder when the night of television is. The night of television was Thursday. And so they own that concept in an entire generation's minds. And eventually when Thursday, the shows all went off and there was no more Thursday, people didn't stay home. People didn't watch TV anymore. The amount of people who were watching television, or those shows dropped by tens of millions of people. And that's because no longer in their mind was Thursday the night for them. So this is the same way. It's just that you want to establish for your subscribers in their mind when they can get this pay-per-view content. Okay, and then lastly, post regular quality content because others are. So as I'm reiterating this concept of quality content, the best way you can optimize your OnlyFans page is good content, good lighting on your videos, good lighting on your pictures, good, cute costumes, extra effort, things that make it look like you really care about your subscribers, with the amount of effort you put into your content. And again, it doesn't have to cost a lot. You don't have to spend a lot on fancy equipment or fancy costumes. People will know, that you are dedicated to your OnlyFans page through the kind of quality content that you produce. But that is the absolute best way to optimize your OnlyFans page. Okay, well, that was optimizing your OnlyFans page for success. Again, my name is Richard Lewis. I am the founder of OnlyFans Hero and an upcoming platform called Stripper.fan. You can find this podcast on Instagram at OnlyFans Secrets Podcast. You can also find us on Reddit at the subreddit of r/OnlyFans Secrets, which is a marketing forum.